So then I was like, the wig doesn't come straight. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe in a haste and a rush, I missed something. So I went back on their website. I scrolled through the pictures and then I saw where they were actually correct. I was wrong. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Kim back with another video. So in today's video, I'm sure you guys can tell by the title, this is going to be a Unice story time. But before we get into the video, you guys know what I ask. Please help me grow my channel, support me, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. Don't want to make the intro too long. But let's just get right into the story time. As you guys know, I recently unboxed a wig from Unice Hair. I've talked about it in a couple other videos, not really naming them, but I don't know how to feel about it. I think I'm like 50-50. So I'll let you guys know. As you guys know, I'm going to link those videos down below. Well, videos? Yeah, there's 2 videos because I show you guys what the hair looked like after I washed it. So I received the hair. The hair didn't look really good. I didn't realize that the hair, not to say like I didn't realize the hair wasn't looking good, but it wasn't really looking at its best. But I thought I ordered a straight wig, so I'm like, you know what? Straight, maybe this is what I get. And then when I co-washed it, the hair changed. So I reached out to them about returning the wig. I'm going to go to that communication so I can share with you guys. I don't want to say it's a long back and forth, but pretty much I reached out to them, let them know that I purchased it brand new, and I would like to send it back. They said, can you please tell me the order number? I sent them over that information. I also sent them links to my video that I posted on YouTube. Not trying to get any sort of like favoritism for, being on YouTube or putting it out there to where people could see, just so that they can actually see what I saw when I unboxed it. Because in some cases, it's kind of hard to show someone what you're talking about and how hair doesn't look good in a picture. So I figured if I showed you guys in the video, you would be able to see what I was talking about. Well, they pretty much said that they can't pull up the videos. I think they could have done better with that because it is 2020. Everyone has like a smartphone. If you are using social media to promote your brand, promote your business, you're using YouTube, you're using influencers, I'm certain you have access to YouTube. Why you didn't want to pull up the video, I don't know. So that kind of perturbed me. So I sent them a picture of the wig, one that I posted in my actual video. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone. I normally don't do that. I like to just like speak to you guys right off the top of my head, which is why whenever I forget something, I put it on the screen. But in this case, I'm kind of referencing my messages, not in full detail, but just giving you guys the gist of the messages. So I sent them a picture of what the wig looks like on their website, and I also sent them a side-by-side picture of what the wig looked like when I got it, which I did include in my video. I'm gonna insert that picture up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And they said, have you used the hair or have you washed the hair? Now, I'll be honest with you guys, when I read it, I don't know, I might have been tired. I kind of misread the message. I thought they were telling me to wash the hair. Now, as you guys heard me mention, I was going to wash the hair anyway, just to see if I got a different result from the hair. So I initially misread that. I guess they were trying to gauge, and I'll get to why I say they were trying to gauge if I had used the wig. But yeah, so I pretty much told them, I'm like, I'm not doing the back and forth. I don't feel comfortable with the purchase. I would like to return it. And they said, would you mind sending the hair back to us? Of course not. I don't expect for you guys to give me back my money and me not give you your product back. If I decide I don't want it, y'all can have it. Keep that. So they said, I asked them what's the return shipping address, and they said, they apologized that it wasn't satisfactory. And at this point, I wasn't too, I don't want to say like upset or in my feelings too much. I feel as though, I don't want to say like I wasted time. But, it's time, and you can't really get time back. But I said, they said they're sorry it couldn't work out for me. They will send me a refund. And I stated to them, I said, well, since I was under the impression that it didn't work out for me because the initial picture that they post on their page shows you a wet and wavy wig. So when I get the wig, me not thinking like, you know, you see wet and wavy. I'm not thinking they literally mean you have to wet the wig to make it wavy. I'm just thinking that's what they're calling the curl pattern. A little naive on my part maybe, but you know, it just didn't cross my mind. So when I get the wig and it looks like it's straight, and obviously because you guys know, like, I feel like I order a ton of wigs. Maybe it's just me, but maybe I ordered a lot in a short period of time, and I honestly just didn't remember what I got. So when I get the wig and I don't remember the pattern and I wash it and it changes, I'm like, okay, well, what is this? So I told them, you know what, I'm not paying return shipping because I don't feel as though I got what I paid for. They were kind. They said they would send me a return label. I will have it in a few days. And they did also ask me if like I cut the lace, and I said, no, the lace is intact. Are you going to reimburse me the shipping costs? Which is when they sent me the label. So then they received it. So my last communication with them was on October 6th. They received it before October 14th, but then they reached out to me. I guess October 14th when they finally opened the package. I'm not sure how much mail they get. And they said, hi, we have received the return package. Sorry, we can only apply a 50% refund. You have used the wig. Now in my mind, now I don't want to say like I'm not like a fighter, but like, you know, I always come to you guys here on my channel and I tell you guys that, you know, I'm not going to spend my money and then not recommend that you guys, let me rephrase that, I'm getting a little tired here. You know, the same way I would spend my money is the same way I would recommend that you guys spend your money. So when I send you back a wig, when the lace is intact, for you to tell me that I use it, in the back of my mind, I'm like, how? So that immediately like got me perturbed. So I was like, I'm not taking 50% back for something I didn't use. I said, I'll just dispute it with my financial institution. You have a great day. Because, I mean, at this point, I feel like 50% is a slap in the face. And for multiple reasons why I feel 50% is a slap in the face. Don't have me, like, not for 1 minute do I think any company that receives a product back where the lace is still attached and you can sell it, you can straighten it out and sell it for what you were selling it for, and no one's gonna be none the wiser. I mean, clearly I didn't use it. Like, what am I gonna wear a wig and leave the lace attached all the way down here? Like, I would look crazy. So not for 1 minute do I think you're gonna give me half back and just throw this wig away. I just don't believe that you're gonna do that. Could be wrong, but it's not something I believe. And they said, they reached back out, they said, you know, we cherished you. The pic shows that you use the hair. We cannot sell this to our stores. I applied to our manager. She agreed to give you a 60% refund. When you buy hair next time, we'll give you a big discount. Is it okay for you? And I said, like I said, I'll just put in a dispute with my financial institution. Have a great day. So what I don't do, you know, and it may seem like I dispute a lot, but you also have to keep in mind, I do buy a lot of things, like, you know, for my YouTube. And I'm not, like, I work hard for my money. Like, none of this stuff is coming to me for free. Like, I'm working hard to sponsor everything that you guys see on my channel. Thus far, with the exception of where I disclose to you guys that I've gotten something for free or a company sent me something to review. So when I spend my money that I've earned and I don't feel as though I've gotten what I paid for, absolutely, 100% I'm going to dispute it, because money doesn't just, well, technically, it's from a tree, but it doesn't grow on trees, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to say like I didn't respond. They said, dear, we could give you only 80% refund. That's the maximum. Please consider it, dear. Now, why is it that when I keep mentioning the dispute, the value of the refund is going up? Interesting. I didn't respond. So they texted me 12 hours after that, 9 p.m. And they're like, you know, the wig turned to wavy. It met water. And again, my fault. I misread the message. I was going to co-wash it anyway, because I'm like, well, let me try this wig out. Let me see, you know, if it can be salvaged. So I co-wash it. In my mind, I'm not thinking that's you. So they're pretty much saying that, you know, the wig met water. When you receive the wig, it's straight. And then I'm like, when I received the wig, it's straight. There's like, you can check the messages we sent you because we accept the return. And we offered you a return label, which they were kind enough to do. And they said, we only want to keep the wig in an original condition, but you didn't make it in good condition. We cherish you, so we applied 80% refund for you. If you keep the dispute, you may lose all. So then I was like, the wig doesn't come straight. But then I was like, you know what? maybe in a haste and a rush, I missed something. So I went back on their website. I scrolled through the pictures and then I saw where they were actually correct. I was wrong. It shows you a picture of the wig, the way that it comes straight. Now, I don't want to say in my defense, but I feel as though there's one picture that shows you, and I'm going to try to put it up here, where half the wig is curly, half the wig is straight, and it actually tells you in the picture, you know, side by side when it's wet and when it's not wet. I feel as though that should kind of be like the first picture, because the initial picture, which just shows the wig in its curly state, for me is a little bit misleading. So that's when I pretty much was like, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So I was like, okay, I'll take the 80%. I did co-wash the hair because I thought the hair was sent. I thought I was sent a used wig, but I did not wear it. Hence why the lace is still attached. And I said, and for that, I'll take the partial refund. I'll cancel my dispute once I receive the email that the partial refund plus tax has gone back to me. So, you know, I'm not above admitting that I have been wrong here on my channel. I think we're all human. We all make mistakes. I just think it's how you go about it. So I'm willing to take a deduction on my refund because I didn't realize that the wig does actually come straight. Now, granted, I still think the wig from the picture that I saw on there didn't look its best. And, you know, I'll try my best to include it here in this space of, you know, I'm sure you guys saw the video. I'll leave the video link down below of how I got the wig, how it looks on their website. Like, it wasn't a good first impression. I don't want to care how they want to dice it, how they want to slice it. It just wasn't a good first impression. So they said, please cancel the dispute. And then they'll send the confirmation. Now, I was all for that because in my mind, I've already accepted that I'm going to take a little bit of a loss because I'm at fault here. So, and it's not to say that I don't trust them, but like my guard is up when it comes to my money. Sorry. So when I went in to cancel the dispute and I hit cancel, it said once you cancel the dispute, you can't put it back in again. Doesn't sit too well with me. So I'm like, you know, I let them know. I said I need the partial refund first, and I'm not trying to take advantage of somebody for I mean, it's money because I work hard for it, but it's not a lot of money. It's $200. Like, I'm not gonna like screw you guys over for $200. I said, you know, I need the partial refund before I can cancel the dispute, because once I cancel it, I have nothing that protects me as the buyer. And I went back and forth with them in a few messages, and they pretty much said that, you know, they're not going to put in the refund with the dispute being open. And since I didn't feel comfortable just taking the dispute out and having nothing to fall back on, not even the 80%. And if I'm not mistaken, through my financial institution, you can actually go in and put, like, you know, you can communicate back and forth with me and we can say, well, you know, we've come to an agreement with 80%. But it seems like they weren't willing to do that. So the dispute pretty much stayed open. I ended up getting all of my money back because they never responded to the dispute. I was willing to take the 80% and take my portion of the blame, but, you know, they didn't want to refund me the 80% before I canceled the dispute. Not even sure if you can, putting that out there. So I'm not really blaming that on them, but yeah, that's pretty much how it turned out. I honestly don't know how to feel about it. Like I said, I'll take my blame for not swiping through all the pictures, but it's still kind of a little misleading because the first picture that I see is not what I received. And but again, it's my fault. But that is the story time of what happened with the Unice wig. I wanted to update you guys, but that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.